Hello everyone, I wish you good health, and today is another look through an Oracle card deck. And today I have the Sacred Traveller Oracle deck by Denise Linn. I think this has been on the market for quite a while. It's a 52 card deck. I'll be going through each card separately. I don't think I've had a proper look through this deck, so this is a first look through for me as well. But I think I have had it a little while, it's just I've not used it yet. Yeah, and it's an Oracle deck rather than a tarot deck, 52 cards. And you get the proper thick card box, one that you can actually drum on. And as with Oracle cards, because they don't fit in with the system associated with any tarot decks, it doesn't fit in with the Rider-Waite system or a Thoth or Lenormand system. They normally have a decently thick book to tell you what all the cards mean. So you won't have suits like swords and cups and the major and minor arcana with Oracle decks. Well, you get a decent sort of selection, and you get section, decent sort of, decent, quite a lot of stuff in the booklet. You get interpreting the cards, sorting the cards, sort of a bit of a beginner instructions as to how to sort of start, and you get 1 card readings, 3 card readings, 5 card spreads, different sort of spreads, and you have, there we go, the descriptions for each card cover 1, 2 pages. So a moderate amount of information for each card. And on the back you have a bit of a blurb with a little bit of a biography about Denise Linn. There we go. Yeah, and it's yeah, I haven't had a look at this deck before. Still got the paper binding thing around it. I'm gonna step my way through that. I shall put that there. And with the cardstock you get that on the back. And this has got a sort of a matte finish, so yeah, it's quite stiff, thin but quite a stiff card. And they've all got the purple background there. I think this might be an easier card to film. I think there are a couple of light sources in this room that I'm filming with, so there'll be less light. Yeah, with the matte finish, there'll be less light bouncing off the front of the card. So I won't have to position it have to take quite so much care in positioning the card, because there'll be less light bouncing off it. But here we go. Answering the call. The time is now. You get that sort of slogan at the bottom. Ascending the mountain. A number of Oracle cards do have the slogan at the bottom. I know a couple of don't. They don't have any word or sentence at the bottom. Begin now. Yeah, some cards don't have anything, any sort of descriptor. Some just have a word, some have a phrase, some have almost a paragraph. Breaking trail. Yeah, and it's you can use the slogan at the bottom to act in conjunction with what's in the book. Choosing your path. Yeah, it's there's less lights dancing off off the front of the card, it is a bit easier to film. Yeah, cleansing waters. The Lady of Shalott. So that's what it reminds me of. Crossing bridges. Quite a sturdy deck. Desert Passage. Yeah, it's a lot of these have the theme of someone on a journey, discovering truth. Distant thunder. Cleanse the air. I don't know why, but the lady in the tower, it reminds me of the whole damsel in distress sort of motif. Yeah, this would be good for someone who's feels like they've lost their way in life a little bit. Sort of helping them start a journey of discovery of some sort. Faraway places. Yeah, a number of these seem to have quite a sort of a, here we go, fellow travellers. Yeah, I'm sort of quite impressed so far. A lot of these seem to have like an African or a Near Eastern or Far Eastern sort of artwork to it. There's Finding Sanctuary. Yeah, normally you find a deck will concentrate on what sort of mythology from one certain area, or an art style from a certain area, or have a certain area as a theme, and this sort of doesn't. It's like it's like a lot of them might have sort of take a lot of stuff from Western, the medieval Europe and stuff like that. Fogged in. Let's say medieval Europe. That's more Dark Age Europe. Well, there's a good mix of different sort of countries that it seems to be inspired by. Gates of Triumph. Yeah. Grace and Gratitude. Great Adventure. Grounding. Impasse. Yeah, I know someone whose their channel names, well, two people who have their channel names named after a squirrel. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, Infinite Abundance. In the Flow. Quite like that. Journey by Moonlight. With a little gnome on a fly agaric mushroom in the bottom there. Joy and Delight. Miracles. Mystic Healer. mystic healer. Narrow path. Sorry, narrow pathway. Across the top here. I think that's a castle there. Yeah, castle in the background. Navigating by the stars. Overcoming obstacles. At a quick glance, I thought that was a peach. A knife in the sword in the top, stuck into a peach, and being able to cut the fruit open. There's the stone in the centre. Sort of a sword in the stone, but not quite. Passion and pleasure. Protected by angels. I wonder if that's meant to be Saint Archangel Michael. I keep wanting to say Saint Michael. It's Archangel Michael. Remember, Tom. Archangel Michael. There we are. Rainbow blessings. Reaching your destination. Sort of almost like a fairy tale sort of thing. Castles in bubbles floating away into the stars. Rejuvenating rain. Solitude. It seems with this deck, staying focused, it seems with this deck that all the images are done by the same artist. I don't know. Yeah. Stepping power. Stepping into power, sorry. Sundering to the journey. Taking shelter. Transformation. Travelling lightly. Uncovering treasure. Almost suggesting a sort of a hobbit's journey to get the treasure from Smaug. Smaug to some people. Unknown territory. Valiant courage. Yeah, sort of quite nice to see knights unarmoured in the cards in some. Yeah, yeah, it's a well, vast vistas. And I can hear the cathedral clock tower bells chiming at the moment. I don't know if my camera's picking that up, the bells. View from above. Yeah, it's from the window just by my side. From some angles I can see the cathedral, the clock tower. Uh, Quite pleasant in a sense. It's for many years it's acted as a roost for peregrine falcons, and was one of the places chosen for that species' reintroduction into Britain. So it's always quite interesting seeing them fly over, shrieking as they hunt, and teaching some of their young to fly and hunt and stuff like that. But anyway, Voyage of the Heart. I like that card. The sort of night time in her head. It flows into the sea here. Wandering Path. Watching Clouds. Wise Leader. And here we go. On to the last card. Wondrous Universe. It's trying to remember that the universe is wondrous. Trying to see the wonder around you. There we go. And that was the Sacred Travellers deck. As always, I'll leave a link below to where you can go to buy it. And yeah, that was the first time I've looked through that. I quite enjoy. I like that deck. Not not greatly sure if it's one of my favourites, but it's okay. Yeah, it's still very, very pleasant deck. A lot of very pleasant artwork. I can sort of see what you can get out from it. It's it's the whole life is a journey. You just use it to sort of progress that sort of journey. But yeah, I sort of feel a bit guilty that I've not looked at it a little bit. Well, I've not looked at it beforehand. But I've looked at it now. So have all you guys. And with that, I'll say goodbye. Bye bye everyone. I wish you all good health.